Okay, so today we're going to introduce our young pullets to the older chickens. And these older chickens are 2 and 3 years old, so they're quite a bit older. Their chickens do have a pecking order, so this could get interesting. We're going to see what it's like to integrate the two together. Okay, so I have opened the door to the pullets pen, and I've pulled the pen away from the house a little bit so that there's enough room for them to squeeze around there. That way, if one of the older chickens does get a little bit angry and peck on them, they can attempt to escape. So far, none of them have wanted to venture out of there. It's only been about 5 minutes, but oh, here goes one. Is she gonna go on out and take a look? The black one over there. She's thinking something's different. Nope, she changed her mind. It might take them a few minutes. We'll come back and check on them in a little bit. Okay, this is going well. The younger pullet right there, off to the right, is right next to a couple of the older hens, and they are not pitching a fit about it at all. You will be able to tell the pullets from the older hens because of the size of the comb on the top of their head. This is really great. The older chickens are starting to investigate where the younger chickens have been hanging out all this time. And at least one of the younger chickens has come out and is exploring the whole of the run. I expected there to be some squawking, and before this is over, I'm sure I will hear some squawking because they do establish a new pecking order. But so far, so good. Okay, we're about to have a confrontation, possibly. One of the young ones is out, and one of the older ones is coming over to say, hey, look, let's have an understanding here. I had turned off the camera, and two of the older hens did a pecking on one of the younger ones that had gotten out, that first golden one that was out. And the golden one went back into the cage, to mind her own business. Leave the old ones alone. But we've got an Araucana over here. You can see the tail right here on the left. And she just went on in there, and she's just digging and pecking in their little cage. And she hasn't bothered them a bit. I like the Araucana breed because they just seem to be more cordial. The other chickens tend to peck on the Araucanas more frequently. So it's been a pretty uneventful day out here in the chicken run. 3 of the chickens are now out venturing around, and for the most part the older chickens have been staying over in their little corner, and the young ones have been over here, but there have been a few times where they've mingled a little bit and explored. I really thought that I'd have a little more pecking and squawking, so maybe that'll happen tomorrow as they get a little more confident. Those black ones are my most aggressive chickens. They like to let everybody know that they are at the top of the pecking order. But apparently we have done our work well, because they have spent so much time in the same area where they can see each other visually that now it's just not a big deal to them, which is a good thing. So as you raise your chicks, move them over where the older hens can see the younger hens, but the younger hens are protected and can't be pecked. Let them get accustomed to each other, and you should have a pretty easy transition. That's it. Till next time.